Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. TGIF, we made it. Good morning. We made it to Friday. It's 9:41 a.m. I sort of felt like pulling a card from every single deck that I owned. It seems like I've chosen every single deck that I own. So let's pull something from all the cards. It was just been one of those weeks, right? We hung out with our Herb of the Week, Tulsi. Pretty massive in its spiritual nudging, I would say. Pretty massive in its like energy force. Beautiful plant, Tulsi. So we'd be hanging out with Tulsi, and then a couple times this week, I remember thinking, wow, everything is so intense. Or wow, everything is like really challenging me, or kind of like making space within me. It's sort of like when you blow up a balloon and you like push in there, you blow in one more extra inhale and it doesn't pop, but like you stretch it to the limits. I almost feel like that's what Spirit's doing to me a lot. And then so I had to laugh today because it was like, oh, okay, so last week I felt like, dang, like this is a lot of cards and it's going to be hard to see the message maybe and all this if they get random. And then this week I'm like, oh, so let's make it more difficult than it's ever been. But I felt like we needed a couple extra cards. I wanted to get you a self-care card and a soulful woman, because I feel like that's what Tulsi has really told us this week. Come home to yourself. Create a space within you that feels like home. So no matter where you're at or who you're with or what you're going through, you can go home within yourself. You can create this beautiful space. So I feel like understanding that you're a soulful woman, indulging and committing yourself to self-care, taking care of yourself, broadening yourself, educating yourself, enlightening yourself, investing in yourself, that creates a space within you that you can call home. So I wanted to do a self-care card and a soulful woman. And I've been reading the women who run with wolves, women who run with the wolves. And, you know, it really is like, listen, girls, listen, ladies, we really got to take care of ourselves, and we really got to create just a haven within us, and we really got to enjoy who we are and love ourselves, not feel like we are lacking anything in any way, because, yeah, we can come home to ourselves. So I got a huge ass pile of cards for you. Now I had to laugh. So last week I get done with the Friday podcast. Maybe it wasn't even right after. Maybe it took me a little time to figure it out. But isn't it funny? I bought a deck for us to use on Fridays, and I used it one Friday, and then the next Friday immediately I forget about it. So last week we did not get a hypnotic language card, even though I bought it for us to use on Fridays. It literally that quick I can forget how we're doing. So let me get us a hypnotic language card out. So I'm keeping it now in a bag with the number deck. So there we go. I will remember now because they're together, but I had it in a different drawer and I couldn't rely on myself to figure that out. So I got 3 piles here. We'll get a hypnotic language card for each pile, and then we'll get our numbers. So while I'm shuffling, whoa, that one I almost saw what it was because it flipped out. The second one will be interesting. It really wanted to be on that pile. So let's do our Tulsi affirmations. I'll pick these cards and then we'll get our numbers. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our incredible herb of the week, Tulsi, and I thank you and I dedicate them all to you. Blessings. I am holy. I am sacred. I come home to myself. I awaken to my purpose and deepen my spiritual awareness. I have faith that all is well. My devotion to my holy work spreads goodness to all. I am lifted to greater understanding. I am holy. I am sacred. I come home to myself. I awaken to my purpose and deepen my spiritual awareness. I have faith that all is well. My devotion to my holy work spreads goodness to all. I am lifted to greater understanding. So be it. All right, we got the birds singing in the background. We got the laundry spinning in the basement. So I got 3 piles in front of me. And you get to pick between these numbers: 28, 35, or 69. 28, 35, or 69. So, and when I was putting the deck away, on the bottom, the number I could see, or I guess it was the top after I put it away, was number 9. So I feel like number 9 is definitely one of my numbers, right? Even my best friend Asiel the Oracle texted me this morning and he said, I was telling my brother about how the number 9, excuse me, I just decided to punch you there, 919 follows you around, and it does. I see the number 919 all the time. And he says, my brother says to me, that's my birthday, 919. And I was like, of course it is. And he's born in 1991 too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like a little jealous. All right. So thank you, Tulsi. Thank you for reminding us to know that we are holy, we are sacred. We can indeed come home to ourselves. We do come home. I come home to myself. And it feels good. So this week has all of our tarot reading, everything, the trees. It's been about awakening to our purpose, deepening our spiritual awareness, having faith that all is well, truly understanding if you're hanging out with me from this point on, you are devoted. I am devoted. We are devoted to our holy work. We know that it spreads goodness to all. We understand how the laws of the universe work. So even if no one lays eyes on us while we're doing this work, it spreads goodness to all. I am lifted to greater understanding. Yep, that's the point of it all. All right, so did you pick a number? Do you resonate with either 28, 35, or 69? So 28, that's like a 10. 35, that's an 8. 69 is 15. It's a 6. All right, so 28, 35, 69. 28 was a pretty pivotal year for me in my life. Like, that's one shit hit the fan. No, I've been reading back my journals, with my maiden tote. And yeah, man, I feel like I've always had a few of the same core issues: low self-esteem, this undeniable, crazy, thirsty ass quest for love and emotional connection with a man. And it's like, whoa. So 35, man, I didn't like my 30s, I'll be honest. I thought I didn't like my 20s. No, I really did not like my 30s. That's why I have so much hope for my 40s. And really, like, I dig my 40s. I really do. 69, that's sort of a charged number, isn't it? So I'm not even sure which one I'm picking. Probably 69. But, like, you know me, I love getting messages from all of them. But let me tell you what. This is a fat stack of cards. So whichever one, hold on to your horses. This is ridiculous. So we'll do 28 first, and then 35, and then 69. So if you pick that charge number 69, yep, you gotta wait till the end for that. But thanks. Just side note, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. It's a good week. I gotta go work tonight. I'm gonna clean an office. The ex-husband's like, can you drop off the kids before you go to Clarion? Meanwhile, he's in the opposite fucking direction of Clarion. I would love to. Yes, I would love to do that. Man, it's a Friday. It's okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I picked, I think, too many cards because, like, usually I have enough room to get them all out. I don't think I'll be able to maybe have them exactly the same for each pile because this is crazy nuts. Do you hear the birds? I love them. Okay. This is nuts. Sorry. Every once in a while I take a few minutes of my podcast to just not do much. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cards, and then plus your number. So 11, 12 cards. So 28, what does that number represent to you? Like, I got pregnant with my daughters when I was 28. So just when I thought, like, I was just the mom of one kid and I was going to be with his dad, like, my whole life took a turn. And, you know, I've been reading that story this week about Bluebeard. And I have done the Bluebeard thing so many times. Like, really? Like, a solid 3 times in my life have I gone through a Bluebeard relationship where at first I saw all the red flags, I saw all the signs where this was not a good idea. And then I went ahead with it anyways. And so, yeah, like, this story of the Bluebeard really has affected me because I kind of feel bad for myself. Like, not like in the biggest pity party way, but I kind of feel bad for myself that, like, I almost chose to be naive. Like, not only was I naive, I actually chose to be naive again and again and again because, like, I just wanted that fairy tale so bad that I was like, oh, like, you know, he won't cheat on me again, or, oh, you know, it's not as bad as it seems, right? His beard isn't so blue, is it? Like, if you're familiar with the story, you know that the Bluebeard was the you know, the symbolism that he was up to no good, and the young lady said, well, his beard isn't so blue, like, you know, like, he isn't the worst alcoholic, or, well, I mean, he doesn't have, you know, like, whatever. One of these guys, I won't say which one, had an eating disorder, like, and I really overlooked that too, and that ended up being a terrible issue to have in a relationship with somebody. So, Bluebeard, definitely integrating the lessons this week, absolutely. His beard isn't so blue. The hell it isn't. All right, 28. Anyways, so even at the age of 28, where I would have thought, I'm getting my shit together, I know better, I'm still making piss poor choices, and I'm still pretending like his beard isn't so blue, and yeah, then I felt stuck, like I didn't have a way out. So here's the cards you're gonna get. You're going to get a hypnotic language card. You're going to get a flower whisper. You're going to get a Hedgewitch botanical. You're going to get a Botanic Whisper essential oil card. Yes, you're going to get a self-care card and a soulful woman card. You're going to get a priestess card. You're going to get a tree today, a wisdom of the tree. You're going to get a magical herb oracle and a plant spirit and a soul flower. I know I was a little bit out of control today, but I would pick more cards for you. I don't know why, but we just want to pick all the cards today. So your hypnotic word, and we're learning these to be better hypnotists, right? For our self-hypnosis, and maybe later on in life we'll just all become hypnotists for something to do. Sometimes your hypnotic language word is sometimes. So it's also the 2 of diamonds. So I almost forgot about that too. We gotta see what the cardamom meaning for the 2 of diamonds is. See, I really would forget I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. All right, the diamonds are work related and deal with the affairs of the house. So the 2 of diamonds, love affair, people don't approve, disagreements in a business partnership. So the 2 of diamonds might signify some disagreements in your business partnership, or a love affair, people don't approve. Now, sometimes is the word, sometimes. Okay, let's learn about this. It's pretty easy to affect someone with the word sometimes. That's because nothing happens all the time, but practically anything can occur sometimes. And sometimes that reminder is all you need to start using this pattern. Sometimes people's lives change in an instant. Ooh, I like that. So sometimes you can expect miracles. Sometimes people's lives change in an instant. Sometimes you win the lottery. And sometimes is all you need to start using this pattern. So your word is sometimes. So see if you can use that for yourself sometime. Right? Like sometimes everything works out for the best. If you're really negative, Nelly, use that word. If you're having a disagreement in your business partnership, sometimes everything just gets cleared in an instant. If you have a love affair that people don't approve of, sometimes people just start to like someone for no reason. Sometimes people will start to see the good in somebody. Sometimes, right? So it really infuses like that. Yeah, you're right. That belief, like, yeah, you're right. Sometimes that could happen. That does happen. All right, so let me get you some herbs here. You got elder. You got elder with a Hedgewitch botanical, and it has a message of ritual. Sometimes I perform rituals with the moon, and I really feel their energy. I really feel their effect. So you're going into this weekend with a message of ritual. What can you do this weekend? Sometimes I do rituals. Yeah, because sometimes you need to. All right, so this card literally comes out every week with our flower whisper. Every week somebody gets this card. Play in the dirt because life is too short to always have clean fingernails. Sometimes I like to play in the dirt. Sometimes I cover myself with clay and dance under the full moon. All right, so we're just going to go through these and see if any of it makes sense. Your essential oil from Botanic Whispers is tangerine. Tangerine represents new ventures, promotion, and dreams. Now, it could mean demotion or negativity in if you're having trouble in that partnership, right? So maybe sometimes you'll get an opportunity for a new venture. Sometimes you will get a promotion. Now is the time for me to take a chance on a fresh venture. With a happy heart and a positive mind, success is the only outcome. So if you chose the first pile, number 28, it's like you got to get into that success mindset. Whatever you prepare for is what will manifest. So if you prepare for success as the only outcome, you will manifest success. You don't need to prepare to fail, because then you're putting energy into failure. All right, I want to go down here now and get your tree. Your tree is a white mulberry. So this white mulberry tree has a woven tapestry that I guess you're making. It has a black and white yin-yang on it. The white mulberry, and I have to look in the book for this card because I have not memorized these cards. The white mulberry has a message of harmony. Okay, so to go back to that 2 of diamonds, if you're having, what did it say? Disharmony, disagreements in a business partnership. Like, yeah, 2 people aren't agreeing, okay? Whether that's in your business or like someone does not approve of your love relationship. What we want to strive for in your life is harmony. So elders, like, maybe look in your witchy spell book and find a harmony spell to do. What can you do as a ritual to infuse more harmony in your life? Well, you can use your hypnotic word. Sometimes harmony just happens. Sometimes people who have been disharmonious for a long time just start getting along, right? Just tell yourself everything is possible. Success is the only outcome for this relationship, for this partnership, for this weekend, right? We're going to play in the dirt. So harmony has a message for you. Find the connections between you and the people and animals with whom you share your life. Do your best to create harmony with them and to empathize with them, even when their behavior perplexes you. So you might not understand why certain individuals in your life are being complete douchebags. You're like, what? Or like your dog is being crazy. Like my one dog is being a psychotic idiot at times. I love her so much, but when she sees the groundhog out the window, she goes batshit crazy and almost has like an anxiety attack, and then she's panting, and I'm like, all right, she'll figure this out. I'm not going to pay her much attention about it. But like, yeah, it's like, okay, so I have to empathize with her, try my best to create harmony with them. So now that it would not be a good idea to yell at her. She's acting crazy, people acting stupid in your life. That's not the time to like yell at them or call them out on it. That will only create more disharmony, right? That will only create, like Tangerine said, that would only create negativity. So you got to stay in your happy heart, that playful space, right? You're playing in the dirt this weekend. You're kind of like letting yourself have fun, and you're not going to add to any disharmony. I'm telling you this. So get your focus on harmony. Mulberry Deva says, I will send you spiritual and emotional nourishment. This will guide you into creating a stronger and more harmonious connection with others and enrich your understanding of their motives as well as your own. So just make sure everything in your life is feeling good within you. Don't become too dependent on someone or something. So make sure you're finding your own. So even if nobody wants to play with you this weekend, they're just like, what? We're not doing that. You're going to still do that. You're going to still do your own new venture. You're going to kind of listen to your own advice, your own intuition, your own plans this weekend. Mulberry also says, try to interact with others without relying on them completely. Becoming more self-sufficient will help. So you might just need to go out and do your own thing a little bit this week. So your priestess is the priestess of protection. So I feel like you should feel okay to do that. to follow your own thing. You are protected. She's standing in front of an herb wheel with bay, birch, hazel, lily, lavender, and valerian. I almost wanted to say yarrow, but it's valerian. So it's like, yeah, you can do your own thing this weekend. You can feel like you're good. Her arms are kind of crossed in front of her. Like, remember what Tulsi said, I come home to myself. So it's like you might have to just invest in your inner home, your inner space, but know that that's what you maybe need to do right now so that you're not becoming overly codependent, or it's just going to behoove you to take a little breather. There's a spider, sorry. A little breather to create your own space. I don't know where I blew it. Probably I just blew them on my leg. Okay. Let's see who you got. You got Ella Campaign from the Magical Herb Oracle. Progress. Okay, so yeah, this would be progress for you, because if you have been a little too dependent, a little too codependent, like I want to go do something, but I have to have you with me. Right? I have to have you I can't do anything without you. If you have that kind of relationship brewing in your life, just take an hour or two to go do something by yourself so that you can remind yourself that you are able to be by yourself. So even an hour or two would be beneficial. You're protected to do that. Like, you have to realize that you're safe, and that if you're always with somebody, you're not getting that sacred time to be by yourself. And maybe if you're always with somebody, you're not getting time to do your rituals. You're not getting time to reflect or contemplate or meditate or just listen for your own wisdom to come through, because you literally are getting zero time to yourself. And in the process, you may be getting a little codependent. So it will be good progress for you to make sure that you take this advice today. But let's see what else it says. Let's see what the Plant Spirit Oracle says. Motherwort. So maybe the fact that like you've not gotten a lick of time, solo time, is because you are a mother. You're always taking care of somebody, your children, maybe your parents, maybe your husband can't seem to even wipe his ass by himself, like whatever. Like, you are mothering someone. Maybe your business partner, you feel like you always have to be there to make sure everything runs smoothly. Like, you're not getting any playtime because you're afraid to leave them in charge. So I would say, like, you still need to make yourself get that hour or two to yourself, and know that like everything, you'll come back to a house that has not been burnt to the ground, right? Or your business will be okay. It really is so beneficial for you to get a little time to yourself, I'm feeling like. So tell your quote children, whoever they are, whether they're your biological children, your business partner child, your husband child, because you need to almost get away, because it's like this new venture, this new promotion, this new dream, this new idea, this positive mindset, this success. Success is the only outcome. Know that even if you take time away, success is still yours. And also that time that you give yourself to go play and go balance yourself and go have quiet with yourself, or I'm curious now to see what your self-care card is. Whatever it is that you're desiring or you need to do for yourself, it will open up the space for something new to come in within yourself, but it's still very beneficial. Okay, your soul flower is echinacea, consciousness. That tells me maybe what you actually need to do is meditate. Your self-care card, is number 19, deep breathing. So yeah, you probably do just need to get a breather. And your soulful woman is the feminine law of attraction. I just wanted to get all three of these out at the same time. You need to work on your vibration. your ritual time, cast a spell. This feminine law of attraction, she looks like she's casting a spell of light. Her arms are out. Ooh, I love these two cards beside each other. Her arms are out with this swirling vortex of light, and she's summoning this energy. Now, the deep breathing card, her hand is on her chest, and there is a spiral emanating from her heart space. And then a spiral going up from her third eye crown area up into the cosmos. So yeah, this is a summoning weekend for you to get some time to yourself so you can close your eyes, so you can take some deep breaths without anybody asking anything of you. Might I just have one now, right? Take one now. Go within, do this deep breathing. The motherwort card is the pregnant mama with her hands on her belly, one on the top, one on her bottom. She's putting her energy into herself. The protection priestess, her arms are crossed on her chest. She's putting the energy into herself. The feminine law of attraction says, I love the creative adventure that is my life. I celebrate myself as a female creator. So these ideas are ready to be a vibrational match to you. They're ready to be birthed through you, but you got to like take that time to have them. What's the word I'm looking for? They need to be, you're fertile, so they needed to be seeded within you. So you really just need to prime your inner womb, your inner space, for you to receive this new idea. Now, echinacea, which I have an echinacea outside. I got to go take a picture of it. It's in its full glory. Echinacea stimulates and awakens your consciousness, helping break up and release outdated personal stories, emotions, and attachments that are holding you back from positive growth and self-realization. And echinacea is also awakening awareness of your true self when you have forgotten or lost connection. So yeah, that just totally confirms that, like, yeah, you're not having your solo time. You're not doing the things that invest in you, your deep breathing, your meditation, your rituals, just a little hour to yourself. Because you've become a little too codependent, or others have become too dependent on you, and now you don't even feel like they can survive without you, but they can. Everyone's protected, you're protected. So this weekend, give yourself at least an hour to just be and breathe and think about and dream about and envision about what you want to create now in your life. And just to build yourself up and invest and cleanse, and maybe cut a few cords while you're at it if you've got some stories, emotions, or attachments that are holding you back from personal positive growth, self-realization. So if you've been telling the story, well, I can't leave the shop because, nothing runs right when I'm not here. If you've been saying like anything even similar to that, that is a story, that is a personal story that does not serve you anymore. So make the progress within yourself to connect with your true self that you may have forgotten about, and that through deep breathing, through just a little playtime for you, little balancing, harmonious time for you, you can get back to that and remember it. So sometimes you need to do this. Sometimes it is beneficial for you to take an hour. Sometimes I get a little time for myself. So believe it can happen, and it will. So anyways, that's number 28. We got Elder with ritual. We got Tangerine with a new venture. Success being the only outcome. We got number 19 with deep breathing. We got 36 with the feminine law of attraction. We've got protection with bay birch, hazel lily, lavender, and valerian. We've got the white mulberry coming in with harmony. We have Ella Campaign, number 29, with progress. You're doing good. You just need to make sure you are investing in yourself. We got motherwort with fertility, mothering and children. You're full of ideas. You just need to give yourself that personal space on the regular, because you need it sometimes. And we've got echinacea with consciousness. Make sure you are awakening and reconnecting with your true self, stimulating and awakening your consciousness, and breaking up and releasing anything that's holding you back. Yeah, so there it is, number 28. Okay, I'm just sitting here enjoying how quiet the house is for a minute. The washing machine finished up and everything's just quiet, except for that car driving by. All right, ready for number 35. This was the middle pile. Number 35. Ugh. Something about that number just makes me so like, I'm 35. Just tired. What's the point of life? That's what 35. Oh my God, I looked up and there was 35 on the ticker. That's funny. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean if you pick 35, this is going to suck ass. But I'm just saying, I don't know if I liked being 35. Okay. Here's your hypnotic language word. You're getting some tag questions. Can you not? Does it not? So you got a tag question for your hypnotic language card by Mike Mandel. Can you not? Does it not? The tag question is a peculiar language pattern. We are used to questions being formulated in a very straightforward manner, but when we put a question at the end of a sentence, it becomes difficult for our minds to disagree. Does it not? So that's a little trick of the trade for you, sweetie. You can put this tag question. You're tagging it on the end of a sentence. It's a tag question. You're tagging it on the end. It becomes very difficult for your mind to disagree, does it not? I feel like this weekend's going to be a really great weekend for you. Does it not? I don't know. I'll have to practice this. Does it not? Can you not? Can you not? How would you use that one? I mean, you just can't help but to be happy. Can you not? Like your brain's like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I guess I'm happy. All right. It's the Jack of Spades. So the spades indicate roadblocks to your path or other difficulties that could be a problem. And the Jack of Spades, the cardamom meaning is a well-meaning but immature and unreliable youth, a very dark-haired youth. Jack of Spades could be a well-meaning but immature and unreliable youth, a very dark-haired youth. That's what my page says. Sorry, that's all you get. All right, this Jack is a little bit of a roadblock, is he not? All right, so that's what you get, tag questions. It becomes very difficult for our minds to disagree when we put a question at the end of a sentence. Does it not? All right, something for you to think about. Okay, your Hedwig Botanical card is the Ghost Pipe, which is all about mystery. Ooh, get chills. Not really, but the ghost pipe is a really interesting, I was going to say plant, but is it a fungus or something totally unlike anything? Ghost pipe is all about mystery, the Monotropa uniflora. So, you got mystery. Your flower whisper says, if you look deep into nature, you will understand everything better. So that is like the perfect, this card itself is like a very smoky amethyst indigo color. If you look deep into nature, if you look deep into mystery, if you look deep into yourself, you will understand everything better. So you're being invited, like, it almost feels like the forest itself is saying, Spend some time in me. Look deep into nature. If you do, you will understand everything better. I love it. I'm getting a little distracted because my phone keeps blowing up. My cousin got married on the fly at the courthouse today, so congratulations. So she's just letting everybody know she's married now. Okay. Your next card is also along this beautiful lines of mystery and understanding everything better. You got pine. Your Botanic Whispers is the pine essential oil. It's all about sacred unity, honor, wisdom. We've gotten her several times this year. She can be about darkness and war and fairy tale. So, I mean, there is going to be a little bit of that, you know, if you've been like battling the darkness or feeling like you have enemies. Nature says, dive deep into me and see how there are no enemies. We're all connected. Everything works well together. When I wisely seek to find common ground with those I would otherwise consider enemies, I discover peace. So far, if you pick the number 35, it's like you got this message to uncover. You know, go deep. Ooh, go deep. Can you not? Right? Go deep into the mystery, into nature, into understanding how the interconnectedness of everything is sacred. Without darkness, there is no light. And light can cast a shadow, right? I mean, it's like there are no enemies. No one is against you. If you feel like there's somebody against you, they might just actually be reflecting something important to you. So find some common ground with these nincompoops and discover peace. Discover some peace. So you're going deep into nature, into the mystery, deep into peace. All right, let's see what tree you got. Ooh, you got the European beech. What's cool about this is this picture is focusing in on its gnarly roots. It's like its big old roots look like a bunch of big old varicose veins. But I love them, right? Because my legs are highly decorated with squiggly lines. European beech. Sustenance. So European beech says this is an excellent opportunity to add to your store of knowledge, particularly by reading books and listening to the wisdom of others. So you need to read Women Who Run with the Wolves. I ain't joking. You get on thriftbooks.com, get yourself a used copy for under $10, okay? It's a massive book. You'll be like, Sadie, this was such a good idea. If you've never read Women Who Run with Wolves, you'll be like, Sade, thank you for insisting I do this. It will take you into the mystery. It will take you into the fairy tales. It will take you into understanding everything better. So this is a good opportunity this weekend to add to your store of knowledge. Yeah, particularly by reading books. You can actually pick whichever book you want. You don't have to listen to me. And listening to the wisdom of others. But pick a book that's going to give you some insight. Let the beauty of the words and the depth of the experiences you hear, let that feed your soul. So I'm just pimping out Women Who Run with the Wolves because that's what I'm reading right now. And that's what's feeding my soul. But, you know, and it's stories and it's fairy tales, like Pine was saying. It talks all about wisdom and war and fairy tales and unity and understanding the bigger picture, understanding the message through story, through powerful story. So beautiful words are in that book. Beautiful words are in that book. And it will add to the depth of your understanding. So yeah, so far 35 is definitely an invitation to dive deeper into the sacredness, into the unity, add to your storehouse of knowledge, understanding everything better. And it'll be enjoyable too when you read a book with beautiful words. Does it not? So the European beech deva says, my wood has been used for centuries and my nuts provide food for animals. I hold on to some of my dead leaves each winter to give myself protection from the worst of the weather. And I will protect and sustain you too, if you wish. So she's just saying that now is not the time to be wasteful. Okay, don't dip into lack consciousness or anything like that, but just really value what you have, and don't be squandering. That's why I told you thrift books. Like, just get a used copy. It's like, just sort of like, get what you need, but like, you don't need to go out spending all your money this weekend. Like, try to just maybe chill the fuck out and read a book. Store up your treasure for the future. Yeah, and this knowledge that we're gaining now, it really is like it's like we're getting so much knowledge, we're having so much understanding. It's like that treasure room that it's like we just keep on adding to it, and we're just going to be wealthy with wisdom. Okay, your priestess is ambition with the birch tree. So you got the birch tree and the beech tree and ambition. So it's like, I mean, of course, I think it's like, make sure that like your quest for words and wisdom and understanding peace, be ambitious to discover peace. Be ambitious to understand everything better. It's like the mystery is there. Now go get it. So what is this, magical herb oracle, you get number 5, golden seal, which is also a great mysterious plant of the forest, and it has a message of awakening. So let these fairy tales and stories and mythical experiences that you're gonna read in Women Who Run with the Wolves, because sorry, I was giving you the option, now I'm not. You're gonna get this book whether you order it for yourself or go get it at the library. See if the library has it, then you can see if like you want to buy it. But I'm telling you what, unless you're a fucking speed reader, you're not going to be able to finish this book in 2 weeks. It's massive. It's huge enormous. It's so big I have to make up a word. And it's like not one that like you'll want to like fly through. Like you almost want to hang on this stuff and then integrate it. It's like I'm reading this Bluebeard story, but it's like taken me 3 days to digest it. It's big. And so I'm assuming in future points of the book, there's going to be other big moments for me to understand the mystery, right? So anyways, think about doing that. Think about awakening something new to discover. Awakening and discovering the mystery. Okay, your plant spirit oracle is hemlock. Nature, connection, cycles. So yeah, you definitely have this invitation just keeps on getting bigger and bigger for you to look deep into nature, right? See that connection, honor the cycles, understand the cycles. You will understand everything better because everything in nature directly relates to your life. Everything that nature can teach you will help you understand your connections better and your cycles better. So allow nature to help you awaken. Allow nature to help you understand the mystery. And nature, you'll enjoy this too. Another book that I have upstairs is called The Earth Path by Starhawk. So I just want to mention that to you as well. Okay, let's see what your specific self-care for this weekend is. Number 34, massage. So in this picture, she's giving herself a massage. She's got her hands back there on her lower back. So, oh yeah, she's given her hand, her actual one hand is massaging the other hand. She's massaging her feet. There's all these pictures. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands in this picture, massaging the back of the neck, up in that little like nook in your skull. So do some self-massage this weekend. Treat yourself to that. Honor your body. Take care of you. And your soulful woman is number 13. I embrace my body. And it doesn't have a number sunflower. And your last card is number sunflower. 1, 2, 3, 4 sunflower. Confidence. So isn't that kind of fun? That sunflower with confidence is right under number 13. I embrace my body. I honor and embrace all of my body, all of it. I am receptive to her specific needs. So that's like another way too that self-massage will clue you in. Like you can, if there's like a really tender spot in your feet or on your hands, you can pick up a reflexology reference or look on Pinterest or the internet. I have like a little card. Actually, I think it's in my drawer. Yeah, I have actually right here in front of me. I found this in my maiden tote. On one hand, it has on one side it has hands, and on the other side it has your feet, and it shows you all the different areas. Like, so if across your heel, if across your bottom of your heel, like, or the middle of your heel was sensitive, that could be your sciatic nerve, right? So it shows you all the different parts. The tips of your fingers were kind of sensitive, like maybe indicate your sinus area. So whichever, within your hands and your feet, it is a map of your body. So be receptive to your needs. If your body's trying to tell you something like, this hurts here, I have tension there, like, pay attention to yourself. Don't ignore what your body is asking for. Make sure you're drinking enough water, just little things like that. And embrace all of your body, all of it. Just like nature embraces all aspects of herself, from the beautiful flowers to the muddy dirt to the ugly ass ghost pipes. Like, nature loves it all. The ghost pipe loves itself, right? And the golden seal with its one berry doesn't compare itself to the sunflower. Like, nature's not comparing itself, it's accepting itself, it's just being itself. So accept you and just be you. Embrace you. Take care of you. Like, some people drive Fords and some people drive Pontiacs, and some, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just a different vehicle. You're just your own vehicle. So take care of your vehicle. Take care of yourself, because that's what you're driving around right now. And just be receptive to it and embrace it and honor it. So in none of those words did I say love, okay? Because sometimes that's just asking too much, right? If you had low self-esteem for EVs, it's just too much to be like, I love my body. I get it. But you know what? I embrace my body. I honor my body for what it is, and I take care of my body. I'm receptive to her specific needs. And I massage my body, and I'm confident in my body because I know this vehicle is well maintained and will get me where I need to go. So the confident sunflower stands tall and radiant, shining like the sun. When you are suffering from low self-confidence or self-doubt, sunflower humbly reminds you of your true magnificence, instilling acceptance and understanding and allowing loving compassion to flow from your heart. So take care of yourself. Just like Mother Nature takes care of a hemlock tree, takes care of her golden seal, right? Takes care of her beech trees and birch trees and pine trees, right? It's just whichever it is, we take care of it and we honor it. So if you chose number 35, look into nature this weekend. You will understand everything better. You're being invited into the mystery. So be ambitious in the sense that you want to connect with the world around you and with the world in you, and honor and embrace the connections and the cycles of everything. Can you not? Don't you want to embrace your body and honor your body and be receptive to your body and feel confident exactly the way you are? Doesn't that sound like a good idea? Does it not? So anyways, on that note, number 35. Okay, we've made it to our third pile, number 69. Goodness gracious, huh? Yeah, stay hydrated, everybody, regardless of what number you chose. Drink your water. Like, I mean, guzzle it. Let's just take a minute. I should have done this before. Yeah, water in your water body. All right, so number 69. That's a good balancing number. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, okay? Let's see what you got here. Your hypnotic language card is, can you imagine? That's your question. Can you imagine? It's number 7. This is my pile. It's the 7 of diamonds. The diamonds are work-related and deal with affairs of the house. The 7 of diamonds means a surprise gift, but it could also mean setbacks at work. So we'll go with the surprise gift. Surprise! It's a setback at work. And it actually ended up being a gift. Okay. Can you imagine? Most things can be imagined. And if we can vividly imagine something happening, it can be the first step toward actual change. Can you imagine the hypnotic power you'll develop by learning these patterns? And can you imagine getting better and better at hypnosis every day? So what can you imagine? Can you imagine this weekend having a really fun surprise that you didn't think about, that you didn't consider? Can you imagine? Number 69. Can you imagine? Your botanical hedge witch card is bearberry, a message of strength. Got a message. Can you imagine getting stronger and stronger? Can you imagine? Your flower whisper says, don't invite people into your garden who would stomp on your flowers. Can you imagine only having beautiful interactions in your life? So I love the 3 cards that you have right now because it's the 7 of diamonds, and that's red. Your bearberries are red, and the flower on your flower whisper is red. And we're talking like red, burgundy, red. I guess I felt like I had to tell you that. Okay, so don't invite people into your garden who would stomp on your flowers. This weekend, be strong. Have the strength to be selective. Okay, let's see what essential oil you got. Lime, baby. Now we're orange. Red and orange. Lime is outspoken action and zest. It could be bittersweet or subtle or mischief. She looks kind of like she's a naughty fairy with her lime green hair and her lime everywhere. I speak my truth loudly and live my life daringly, right? That's a good strength to be expressive. When life feels too heavy, when life is feeling a bit too heavy, a little mischief and play can set me right. So can you imagine having a little fun this weekend? I just want to have some fun. I want to have some fun. Go have it then. Because if life has been feeling a little too heavy this week, like, okay, thank you, Tulsi. That was incredible hanging out with you, but holy shit, I just want to be a naughty little fairy this weekend a little bit, okay? So don't invite anyone into your garden who's gonna stomp on your flowers, rain on your parade, be a ball and chain around your ankles, or just bring you down, okay? Have the strength to choose differently. So have some fun. Will you have anyone else in your garden? I don't know. Can you invite your fairy friends? Can you imagine having friends that will have fun with you? Let us see. Your tree is the banyan tree. Now this is a really cool tree because it grows these aerial roots. So actually this one banyan tree can cover like an acre. So it has a message of anchoring, right? So it's like, anchor into your community, right? Live your life daring. Maybe there is somebody who needs your upliftment. Banyan says someone needs your emotional, moral, or physical support, even though they may not admit it. Gently let them know that you're ready to help them if they wish, but don't encourage them to become dependent on you. So it's like, hey, if you want to have fun with me this weekend, I'll help lift your spirits if you want, right? But it's like they have to rise up to your level and hang out. So the banyan says, I can teach you how to anchor yourself within the world to increase your sense of being grounded. I have given shelter to people for thousands of years so that man, plants, and other living creatures can all survive together. So yeah, like this just kind of makes the message a little more interesting, because it's like, yes, flower whisperer, don't invite people into your garden who would stomp on your flowers, but like we are all living in the banyan tree together, right? Like we are all cohabitating together. And like try not to invite anybody. So banyan is maybe going to help us anchor in. Bearberry will help us be strong so that we can still be ourselves, right? You can still be fresh and fun and a little devilish, a little playful, a little limeish. Still be yourself, still anchor in those good vibes, even though the banyan tree is creating a space where we're all in this together, right? But I sort of also feel like you might have to break free this weekend, right? And play and do whatever you need to do, right? Banyan also says, are you clinging on to something that feels safe more because you are alarmed at the thought of being without it than because it gives you pleasure? Try to avoid holding on to people, possessions, or situations for fear of losing them. So it's like, okay, yeah, you have some friends and like you cling on to them, or a lover, number 69. You have a lover that like, okay, are you just like afraid of being alone? Is that why like you cling on to it? It's not even really fun anymore. He's stomping on your flowers. He's like not even fun. But it's like, do you need to maybe let it go? Hold on, I'm smelling smoke. I just want to make sure it's my neighbors and not my basement. Okay, hold up. Okay, so the reason I had to look is because I bought these humongous incense sticks. Okay, like, you know, a regular stick of incense or Nag Champa. This is like a 1.5 feet long. They're ginormous. Okay, they're these huge ass incense sticks. And like it's still burning. Like I lit it before my podcast, when I was down there starting the laundry, I lit this incense stick. It's still burning downstairs. It goes on forever. But I just wanted to make sure I like wasn't starting a fire. You know, just making sure. And it's fine. It's still burning, and I love it. It smells so good. It really does. So it must just be my neighbors burning something. So anyways, gotta check. All right, back to number 69. Back to feeling strength. Let's see what your priestess is. Illumination. All right. Shine on, beautiful ones. You are loved. Okay. So, yeah, you've got to be the lime that you are. You know, it's like you really, at your core essence, if you chose number 69, at your core essence, you really do want to have a good time. You really do want to have some fun. Yeah, you put in a week, you put in a long week, and now what you are imagining is having a good time, being playful, setting you right, right? Setting you right. You just need to have a little bit of fun to kind of just get you on track. Now, that is going to take some strength, though, because I feel like there is a negative weighted attribute, you know, someone who doesn't want to have fun in your life. And so it's like you have to almost be a strong person to live in that Banyan community with everyone and still shine your light. Still speak your truth loudly, Lime says, and live your life daringly. So you still have to shine your light daringly, even when life feels too heavy, even when people are just bringing you down with their boringness and their negativeness. And it's like you got to still rise above, and maybe with a little mischief. Definitely playful vibes here. Okay, ginseng is coming in for your magical herb. That's number 18, and it has a message of endurance. So and it has red berries on it too, and there's red in the illumination card. So you've got this like really interesting combination here of bearberry, ginseng, and illumination. And Banyan too is anchoring, but it's like you've got strength and now endurance. So I almost feel like if you chose this last pile, it's like you might have moments you're like, why am I planted in this particular garden, in this community? And it's like, it's a challenge sometimes for you to still be a lighted, playful being amongst this. Oh, I just feel like it's almost like muck. It's kind of like, this drudgery or these I don't know, these unplayful fuddy-duddies, kind of like that feeling. So a lot of times it's like, yeah, you're lime, you're playful, you're mischievous. You can really have that fairy energy to you, that fairy realm come in through you, but you have to pair it up with strength and with endurance to carry you through the muck, to carry and sustain you and anchor you, so that you feel like you can have your section of the garden, like it's like a communal garden, and you've got your section which is going to be more flowery and more fun than any other parts. And you've got to have the endurance and strength to maintain that and keep shining your light. Try to be selective who you invite into your garden, because you don't want those fuddy-duddies stomping your posies. But yeah, keep going. Okay, your plant spirit. Yep. Okay, your plant spirit is poison ivy. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like and she matches the lime with his lime green, with a lime green color. But it's like, yeah, you've got to watch out for the people who will stomp on your flowers, who would be happy to stomp on your flowers. So have that awareness. Be cautious who you invite into your garden. There will be consequences if you invite these monsters in your life. That's kind of harsh, but still, I think you feel what I'm saying. Like, you got to be selective this weekend. All right, your last 3 cards. Ooh, number 50, Sweet Treat. So Lime is saying, yeah, a little mischief and play can set me right. Let's have a sweet treat. Let's have something fun. Let's go out. We'll eat a cupcake or whatever. Just eat fruit all day because, we're just having a good time. Have a lime margarita or whatever. We're gonna have some fun. Gonna have some fun. Your soul flower is wood betony with a message of grounding, and that's interesting because Banyan also had a message of anchoring. And your soulful woman is number 42, dream seeds. So I nurture my dream seeds, and I nurture them with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time. So your truth, your fun, your zestiness, right? Your zesty dream seeds. You want to live your life daringly, and don't get discouraged if it seems like there are some dreams that you have planted that are just taking a long time to sprout. It's like, dang, this is like the longest germination of all time. Evs, keep nurturing them, keep loving them, appreciating them, protecting them, right? Poison Ivy is saying, protect your dream seeds, protect your garden, protect your playfulness, protect your light, okay? Use your strength and endurance to keep going, right? If everybody else's crew is, if everyone else in your life is just putzing along at 35 miles an hour, I mean, you go ahead and you do 45, 50, 55, 70. You want to do 70? 72? Right? That will help you just sort of like, nobody's going to be able to keep up with you. And a lot of these suckers can just fall off. So Wood Bethany has a message of grounding. Like a loving hug. Wood Bethany energy is very physical. You did pick number 69. Very physical, calming and grounding, helping you connect with your intuition and gut feelings, and strengthening your boundaries. Yep, so that you can manage relationships and responsibilities with ease and a strong sense of physical and emotional well-being. Okay, I'm just smiling from ear to ear because Wood Bethany literally comes in and connects every single one of these cards. Grounding, okay? The message of grounding connects it to the banyan tree, anchoring yourself down. Yes, helping people if they want to be helped, if they can keep up with you, if they're ready to do the work themselves, right, too. They have to make the effort. Can't wipe anybody's butt for them, okay? You're not doing that. So grounding, like a loving hug, right? So it's like this is a very physical weekend, really fun, a little mischief, a little connection, a little 69, a little fun, zest. Quite the action coming at you this weekend. So you do have to have the strength, stamina, endurance. Wood Bethany energy is very physical, yet it's calming and grounding, helping you connect with your intuition and gut feelings. So that connects us to Poison Ivy, who's saying, be aware, be cautious, understand the consequences of inviting people into your garden who would stomp on your flowers, okay? Be above this, you know, vibrationally strengthen your boundaries, maybe put up a little fence, you know what I'm saying? But it's like vibrationally, you have to be strong enough and outspoken enough to say, whoa, you were almost ready to step into my garden and step on my flowers. You need to take a step back. Thank you, right? Strengthen your boundaries. Lime says, be outspoken, speak your truth, live your life daringly. So Wood Bethany also says, has that connection of managing your relationships. We were talking about that, and your responsibilities with ease. So yeah, you did put in a full week, and now it's time to balance that out with some fun and some sweet treats. Number 50, sweet treats. That's your self-care. Isn't that fun? Hilarious. And, you know, get that ease and fun and balance and a little mischief and play to set you right, to balance it all out and create a strong sense of physical and emotional well-being so that you can keep going, you can keep shining your light, and you can keep nurturing your dream seeds, allowing them to unfold in their own time, and really just getting yourself into that really fun place of love and light and appreciation for oneself. So can you imagine having so much fun this weekend? Can you imagine protecting your beautiful garden? Can you imagine being strong and keep going, and really grounding your energy into the earth so that all your dreams can come true? Can you imagine? That's number 69. Hey, so that was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today on TGIF, yeah, and all week this week with our beautiful Herb of the Week, Tulsi. I got a few quotes. I got a few cards in front of me to put away now, but that's okay. That was good. That was really good. So beautiful messages today, beautiful energy. We really have anchored and spread and shed a lot this week. So remember that you are holy, you are sacred, and it is totally time to come home to ourselves. So much love, y'all. I'll see you again so soon.